Hi students, now in this second video of the chapter metals and non-metals of class 10 science. So now come to the very important concept of this chapter, that is what the chemical properties of metal. And again this is very important concept, and the most time from this concept the questions are asked in the examination, right? So here come to this property, that is chemical property of metals. In the last video we learned the chemical property, discussed the physical property of metals. If you not see that video, means in the description the link of that video is given, so go and watch that first and then come to this video. So this is what the chemical properties of metals. Now in the chemical properties of metal, in this video we cover only two concepts. One concept is about the reaction of metals with oxygen, or also called as air, and the reaction of metals with water. And the water, there are three types of water. One is cold water, one is hot water, and one is with steam. Okay, now cover these two concepts in this video one by one with the beautiful examples and with questions. Right, now come to the first point, that is about the chemical reaction of metals with the oxygen. Okay, so second I remove this one, so I focus only on the chemical property of metal with the oxygen or air. Now in general I can write, in general metal, any metal, when metals is combined with or react with oxygen. So what happened here? So here metal oxides are formed, right? The metal oxides are formed, and these metal oxides are black oxides, that is black in color, black oxide. For example, we study in the first chapter, that is about the burning of copper in the oxygen, they form copper oxide, that is called black oxide. Okay, so black, that is black oxide something. So I write here, when metals are reacts or combined, okay, combined with oxygen or air to form a metal oxides. Okay, so this is what our conclusion about the reaction of metal with oxygen. So in the examination they ask what happened when the metal is reacts with oxygen, give example. So here the answer is there, when metal reacts with oxygen they form metal oxides. This is the one answer. Okay, this is the answer. Now example, come to the example. So here examples, I take examples here. So I take one example here for aluminium metal. Okay, aluminium, Aluminum is a metal, so in the oxygen, that is O2. So the reaction taken place, reacts with oxygen, when metal aluminium is reacts with oxygen, we form the metal oxide, that is aluminium oxide, that is what Al2O3. Okay, balance here, 3 means here 6 oxygen, here 3 means 6 oxygen, okay, 2 4 Al, so 4 Al. So balance. Now come to the other example, that is about the copper oxide. Copper, okay, reacts with oxygen or burn in the presence of oxygen, they form, what happened here, copper oxide, CuO is formed, copper oxide, and the balance equation of 2 oxygen means here 2, copper 2 means here 2. Okay, this is the one example of the metal reacts with oxygen, they form metal oxides. Okay, copper oxide, aluminium oxide. Now take another example, that is zinc. Okay, zinc plus oxygen, what happened, zinc oxide, so 2 oxygen means here 2 Zn means here 2. So students, this is our answer about what happened when metals are react with oxygen or air, give example. So this is totally you have to write in the examination. Okay, so first point, when metal is react with oxygen they form metal oxide, and these oxides are black oxides, and in the sentence here there, and the example are aluminium is reacts with oxygen, ammonium oxide, copper oxygen, copper oxide, and zinc oxide from zinc oxide. So this is what the first point about the metal reacts with the oxygen. Okay, metal oxides are formed. Okay, now here you observe in the example number 1 and example 2 and example 3. Okay, now carefully observe the example, this one, this and this, aluminium oxide and zinc oxides. So aluminium oxide and zinc oxides is behaves like it. Okay, it is acts like a both acidic and basic, same, right? So aluminium oxide and zinc oxides these oxides are react with both metal, acids and base. So such oxides are called as what? Amphoteric oxide. So these are called as what? This one and this one called as what? Amphoteric oxide. Amphoteric oxide. Why? Because of the aluminium oxide and the zinc oxides are reacts with both acid as well as base. So such oxides are called as amphoteric oxides. Okay. Now let us take the meaning of amphoteric oxide here. So please student, write down this, pause the video and write down these very important point here. Right? Okay. I can remove this one now. Now come to the very important definition, that is about the amphoteric oxides. Okay. The meaning is amphoteric oxide. Very important definition. 1 marks, amphoteric oxides. Okay. Amphoteric oxides. So the oxides which are reacts with acid as well as base, reacts with acid as well as base to form, okay, salt and water. Salt and water. Called as such oxides are called as amphoteric oxide. Okay, amphoteric oxide is very important. Now come to the example here. Examples are very important. So example is in examination defined with example. Okay, example is one is aluminium oxide, or also you write all the whole definition. Al plus O2 is equal to AlCO3, or shortcut you also did definition Al2O3. This is enough. And another one is what is zinc oxides. Very important. So aluminum oxides and zinc oxides are called as amphoteric oxide. Why? Because of they react with both acid as base. That is two types question. One type is what is amphoteric oxide? Give example. That is one way. And the another way is why aluminum oxide and zinc oxide is called as amphoteric oxide, because they react with both acids as well as bases. Okay, as well as bases. So this is very important definition. Most of the time the 1 marks or 2 marks definition is there. Okay, please student write down this one definition with the example. Right, now come to the other important point, that is about the reaction. Okay, here aluminium oxide, that is what? Amphoteric oxide. Okay, also called as amphoteric oxide with acid. Okay, see this reaction what happened? So with acid, so I can write here Al2O3 aluminium oxide or amphoteric oxide plus acid means I take here acid HCl hydrochloric acid. So I can write here definitely what happened. So we get aluminium chloride plus H2. Okay, plus H2O. So here balancing I get 6 and here 2. Okay, this balance equation. Okay, this is what the aluminium oxide or amphoteric oxide with acid. Right. Now again take another one about base. Okay, aluminium oxide, that is Al2O3 with acids, with bases. Okay, with base. So here base example I taken sodium hydroxide. Okay, aluminium hydroxide plus NaOH. Sodium hydroxide we get NaAlO2 plus water. Okay, and that Al is what is sodium aluminate. Okay, we get sodium aluminate, that is salt. Aluminate. Okay, aluminate. If we balance the equation, we get 2 and 2 here. We have 2 and here. Okay, we get after we get balance here 2 and 2. So these are about the aluminium oxide with acid and aluminium oxide with base. So we observe that the aluminium oxide is reacts with acid as well as base. With acid they form salt, with acid they form salt and water, with salt and water. So this is what the example or further explanation for amphoteric oxide. Like that we can write also for zinc oxide with acid with the base. But it is enough for you. Okay, first time study is enough. So here aluminum oxide reacts with base as well as aluminum oxide reacts with the acid and with the base. Both is there. First aluminum reacts with acid and then aluminum reacts with base. So that both happen. That is what called as amphoteric oxide. The oxides which are react with both acid as well as base, that is called as amphoteric oxide. That is the proof here. Okay, so shortcut we write the example here Al2O3 and ZnO. Okay, if further they ask write equation with acid with base means you are write this one, aluminum oxide with acid, aluminum oxide with the base. So this is what the very important point about the metal reacts with oxygen or air. So first we learn about the metal oxides are formed with example, and then we come to the another very important concept is amphoteric oxide with example, and the amphoteric oxide with acid and with the base. So these are very important point we cover in the property number 1, that is a chemical property number 1, that is what the metals reacts with the oxygen or air. So please write down this one and come to the next property, second property, that is a reaction of metal with water. One is cold water, hot water and steam. Okay, please write down this one. Now take, sorry I forgot something here. So I can take first here the order of reactivity of metal with oxygen. Later we take the second property with water. Okay, so please cover this point also here. I forget this. Okay here. So the order of reactivity of metals with oxygen. So we learned that here the first property, the reaction of metal with oxygen. So that is the reactivity series is there. Okay, with oxygen. Okay, with oxygen, how which metal is more react with oxygen and which metal is less react with oxygen. So here the sequence is given. The metal which is most react with oxygen, that is called sodium. Okay, sodium is highly volatile element. Okay, sodium is quickly reacts with oxygen and catches accidental fire. That is very important. That is why sodium is kept immersed in a kerosene. Okay, that is very important point you have to remember. So see, this is the sodium and is the metal which is in the highest reactivity with the oxygen. Okay, whenever we kept a sodium in an open atmosphere, it is quick react with oxygen and catches a accidental fire, and that fire can damage our body parts or any instruments. Okay, that is very dangerous reaction, and that is why the sodium is always kept in the kerosene, because the kerosene there is no oxygen present. So that is what the prevention of oxygen. So we kept in the kerosene. So that is very important. Why sodium are kept immersed in the kerosene? It is because of the sodium is quickly reacts with oxygen and catches accidental fire. Because of that, they are kept in the immersed in a kerosene. Okay. So first here topmost most reactive element with oxygen, that is sodium. After that magnesium and zinc, then Fe, then Cu, then Ag. So it is decreasing order. Okay. So most greatest and most reactive element with metal with oxygen, that is what? Sodium. Okay, that is sodium is the most reactive metal which reacts with oxygen. Okay, and catches the fire, right? Catches the fire. And silver and gold. Okay, one point remember, silver and gold does not reacts with oxygen. That is point you have to remember. It is under the order of reactivity of metals with oxygen. Okay, so many elements are there, 92 elements are there. All elements are react in their order. Okay, not all elements are react with same rate. They are different rate. Rate of reaction is different for different element. So most fast is for sodium, and the most reactive metal is what? Sodium with oxygen, that is Na. And the most weak is about aluminium, that is called as silver. And the silver is called as silver and gold. It does not react with the oxygen. That is very important point. Okay, 2 point remember. One is the most reactive element with oxygen, that is sodium, and the element or the metal which does not react with oxygen, that is what? Silver and gold. So these are very important point you remember here. Okay, so that is very important point here. You have to be remember. So next we have come to the next very important property, that is about reaction with metal react with water. Okay, so this is the point I miss here in the explanation, so I can take now. Okay, please write down this one. First is very reactive is sodium, and the final very less, almost does not react with oxygen, that is gold and silver and gold. So that is one point I have forget to explain, but now explain here. So now come to the final point about second property, chemical property with the water. Okay, please note down this one. Take the another very important second property, that is the chemical property of metal with the water. So here what happens when metals are reacts with water? So here in the journal I write when metals are reacts with water, okay, they form metal oxides, and these metal oxides are further react with water. Okay, they are further reacts with water. So what happens? See, when metal is reacts with water, they form metal oxides, and these metal oxides are dissolved in water and further react with water. Okay, dissolved and further react with water. What happened? They form metal hydroxide. Okay, metal hydroxide. That is an important point to remember, right? So we have right here when metal oxides are reacts with water for metal oxide. Okay, for metal oxide. This metal oxide dissolved in water. Okay, soluble in water. Okay, oxide soluble in water and further reacts to form metal hydroxide. Okay, that is point you have to be remember. That is total point. What happened when the metal is reacts with water? So first what happened? Metal reacts with water, they form metal oxide, and these metal oxides are dissolved, soluble in water, and further react with water, and they form the final product is a metal hydroxide. Okay, this is the very important point here. Now let us come to the example. So here there are three types of categories there. In the water there are three types of categories. One category is called as with cold water, one is hot water, and one is steam. So one by one take example of this reaction with water in cold water. Okay. So please write down this one concept, very important. Question is what happened when metal reacts with water? So you have to write this whole concept. Okay, now get example later, but this is one explanation. What happened when metals reacts with water? So this is the whole explanation. Right? Okay, write down this one. It is finished. Now come to the another very important point, that is example. Right? Example. Now let us start understand with some examples of metal. Okay. Now come to the first one with cold water. Right? With cold water. So very important point here. Name the elements which are react with cold water. So example of those elements are, or those metals are, examples are, one is sodium, okay, one is sodium and one is potassium, K, one is potassium. These are two soft metal cut with knife, and they are highly reactive metal with oxygen, and they catches the fire. Okay, do we know that? So see here, sodium solid reacts with water. Okay, cold water, right here cold. Okay, cold water. So what happened here? Sodium hydroxide. Okay, sodium hydroxide with hydrogen gas. Which hydrogen gas? Okay, it is aqueous. Aqueous, it is hydrogen gas. Now balance here. So here H2 means here balance. It is balance. Okay, it is balance. Right. So here no, not balance here. Okay, here two option, here three hydrogen is there, here only two hydrogen is there, so here I can write 2. So 2, 4, here 2. So what happened? 2, 4 hydrogen, 2, 4 hydrogen, sodium is 2 here, so here 2. So it is balanced out. Okay, so this is what about the first reaction with cold water. Now get about the potassium. Okay, the potassium or solid. Okay, water is liquid. Now plus water, H2O, again this water, cold water, cold water, and what happened here? Potassium hydroxide, that is base. Okay, it is aqueous plus hydrogen gas. Okay, again plus heat is liberated. Okay, that is heat, sufficient amount of heat is liberated. Okay, and this heat is sufficient to catch the fire. Okay, because of this, a sufficient amount of heat is liberated. That is why the sodium and potassium catches the fire. Okay, that is very important. Okay, right here, sufficient amount of heat is liberated and help here hydrogen gas. Okay, help hydrogen gas to catches fire. That is, they are kept in the kerosene. Okay, that is very important. Okay, when metals are reacts with sodium is react with cold water, they form sodium hydroxide, hydrogen is liberated, and huge amount of heat is liberated. Okay, again heat is liberated. Okay, amount of heat is liberated. Again potassium reacts with cold water, they form potassium hydroxide. Okay, balance equation here 2. Okay, here 2, here 2. Okay, so it is about the reaction of the metals. Example, sodium and the potassium are two metals. Example of metals which are reacts with cold water. So in the examination question, name the metal which are react with cold water and write their chemical equation involved. So that is what the metals which are reacts with cold water is sodium and potassium, and the reactions are here. They form the heat energy, and this heat energy, sufficient amount of heat energy is liberated, and help the hydrogen gas, this hydrogen gas, to catch the fire. Because of that, the sodium and potassium are kept in the kerosene. Okay, that is very important point you have to remember. Okay, this is about the cold water. So please write down this one. Okay, pause the video and write down this very important point, number 1 point. Okay, now I can remove this one. Come to the second point, that is about hot water. Okay, about hot water. So that is what hot water. Hot water. So now see about hot water. I can take example is the metal which is reacts with hot water, that is what? Magnesium. Okay, magnesium. So magnesium reacts with hot water and form magnesium hydroxide. Okay, magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium is, okay, when we take magnesium into test tube, you observe that magnesium is float. Because hydrogen gas bubbles. Okay, hydrogen gas bubbles are stick with the surface of Mg, magnesium. Okay, this is very important. Also, one point you remember, that is what calcium. Calcium is reacts with cold water. Okay, calcium is reacts with cold water, and also observe that calcium is float into the water because of the calcium is stick with the hydrogen gas. That is what they floated. So in the case of magnesium also floated, calcium also floated. Okay, so magnesium is reacts with hot water and the calcium is reacts with cold water. Okay, so both are common is what? They both are float. The difference is magnesium reacts with hot water and calcium reacts with cold water. That is difference. But the similarity is what? The magnesium also float and the calcium also float. Why? Because both are float because of the hydrogen gas bubbles are stick to the surface of magnesium and surface of calcium. So that is why the both are float. They are float in the cold water, and this is magnesium is float in the hot water, and the both are float. Why? Because of hydrogen bubbles are stick to the surface of metal. That is calcium and magnesium. That is point you have to be remembered. So this is student about example of hot water. So example metal is magnesium. Okay, that is the reaction of metals with water. So hot water, example is magnesium. Magnesium also form magnesium oxide, and this magnesium is float into the test tube or beaker. Why? Because of hydrogen bubbles are stick to the surface of metal. Okay, and in calcium also in cold water, same reaction. Okay, please pause the video and write down this one. Okay, okay, now I can remove this one. Now come to the last one point, that is about the with steam. Okay, with steam. Okay, reaction of with steam. Okay, I take that with the steam. With steam. So example, the metal which reacts with steam. Okay, steam, hot steam, not cold water, not hot water, with steam. That is water Fe. That is water iron. Okay, iron, aluminium, and zinc. Iron, aluminium, and zinc. You have to remember this point. Okay, the elements, the metals which are reacts with steam. That is water. One is iron. Okay, one is iron, one is aluminium, and one is zinc. So here I write the reaction here. So that is aluminium solid. So it reacts with H2O. So I write here gas. Okay, steam. So it is gas. So we get aluminium oxide. Okay, aluminium oxide plus hydrogen gas. Okay, so I write here about balancing the equation. So balance means here 2 and here 3. And here about 3. Okay, it is the next one Fe. Okay, Fe is solid which is also gas with water, which is in steam gas, and then it is the reaction is Fe3O4 ferric oxide, and it is solid, and plus H2 gas. Okay, H2 gas, and the balance here 3 and here 4. So students, this is about the metals which react with cold water, hot water, and the steam. Okay, so with cold water, that is magnesium, sodium, potassium, and calcium, that is with cold water, and with the hot water, that is magnesium only, and with the steam, that is iron, aluminium, and zinc. So these are metals which reacts with the steam. And some metals are there, that is water, that is for example, that is lead. Okay, and copper, silver, and gold. Okay, remember this point. One is water, lead, copper, silver, and gold. These does not react with. Okay, does not react with water at all. They not react with cold water, hot water, or steam water. They not at all react with any water content. Okay, maybe it is cold water, maybe hot water, maybe steam. They does not react with any type of water. So these are water, the non-reactive metals, the metal which are not react with the water. Maybe hot water, maybe cold water, maybe steam. That is water. The lead, copper, silver, and gold does not react with the water at all. Okay. So these are the very important point about the chemical properties of metal. The two property, one is with oxygen and one is with the water. Okay, so these are point is very important. So please remember these all points. So write down with the steam also Fe and Zn. So in the next video, we learn about another some chemical properties of metals, and these two properties of metals are enough for this video. And meet in the next video with the new concepts. So thank you for watching this video.